How's it going, guys? Just want to make another build video for you guys with the brand new official dinosaur in Path of Titans, the Hatzgopteryx, or the Hatz for short. This dinosaur was stealth dropped on Christmas Day a couple days ago, and I've had a whole lot of fun playing it ever since that it's been dropped. I've also got my albino skin, as you can see there. And if you guys will stick around until after we go through the abilities and things like that for the build, there is some PvP fights and things like that that I would like to share with you guys. So please stick around and watch those so you can actually see the build in action and how to use it. And also at the very end of the video, I'm going to post my refer a friend code, so you guys can use the refer a friend code. If you'd like to use my refer a friend code, it will be posted at the end of the video. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the build video. So we have the subspecies, and we'll start there. So I use the plus 3% attack damage subspecies called the Giga Anti, and I found that this is the best, for at least for my build, the best subspecies to go with because it kind of helps you clean up the fights faster. So in official servers, so you never know when you're going to get jumped, so when you're in a 1v1 you really want to try to kill that other dinosaur that you're fighting. You want to clean that fight up quickly, and the plus 3% attack damage really helps you with cleaning those fights up faster. So that's why we run it, and it has worked out really well for me so far. So that's the subspecies that I run. And if we jump over to the abilities, we have 2 hit slots, and for your main spammable, you're going to be running Peck Barrage. It's a quick attack that increases in power with each hit. So basically every time you land one of your pecks from this this attack, it stacks the damage up. And every time you do hit this ability, it does have an animation, and you do peck 3 times in a row upon one trigger pull, or one button push, if you will. So Peck Barrage is your main spammable, that's what we use for that. And for our second hit slot, we run Clamp, and this is just to make a little bit more diversity with your build, so you can kill smaller dinosaurs. You can only pick up things that are like smaller than a Kent. You can't even pick up a Kent, so you don't have like a huge diversity like the Sarco has. And that may have to do with the combat weight of the Hatz, but you can pick up like raptors, struthies, things like that, and you can put them in the water and use your Peck Brush to finish them off, or you can simply pick them up and fly them up in the air and then drop them and kill them. So it's kind of nice to have that versatility with the Clamp, so you never know when you're going to be able to use that there. I just found that it's really good to have that versatility, and also the other reason that I run Clamp and not one of these other abilities is that Peck Barrage, Stab, and Peck, they all have the same cooldown timer, so you can really only use one of these at a time. So it's just, I just feel like it's better to have a spammable and then have another attack that you can actually use that's different than being on the same cooldown. So that's why I run Clamp, and it's really worked out so far. For senses, we run Evil Eye. While grounded, the closest creature to you within 60 meters radius deals 20% reduced damage. This is almost like Deep Rumble for the Rex, but it really helps you with 1v1. So I will say, just make sure that if you have a friend that's playing with you, make sure that they're not like intervening in your fight if you're 1v1ing, because if they get too close to you, they will end up having this I guess debuff happen to your teammate, and you want it to happen to the enemy that you're fighting. So make sure that the person you're trying to kill is the one that's closest to you, so that they get the debuff and not your teammate or something like that. So, but we do run this. That 20% reduced damage is huge, and it really helps us out a lot for fighting. For our front limb, we run Wing Beat. Causes heavy knockback. This is just really good to have on your build in case you find a dinosaur that's near a cliff. You can shove them off and get a kind of a quick kill, if you will. And I found that that's really helpful for that, and it's also helpful for shoving a dinosaur back and being able to like time your Peck Barrage if you need a moment, like they're coming at you and you need to be able to create some space. This Wing Beat actually kind of shoves them back and gives you that space that you need to reset and get your timing down to land your Peck Barrage in a 1v1 fight. So that's why we run the Wing Beat, just a knockback attack. Doesn't really do any damage, but it's really nice to have. And then, of course, this is our only aerial attack that we really run, so that we can actually still fight in the air. But my build is mainly meant for the ground. But this here, barrel roll, is really, really nice for having to take a fight in the air and actually still be able to do well. And as you can see, it says quickly dart forward in a roll, damaging things in your path, only usable in the air. I will say it doesn't really like quickly dart you forward, but it does damage anything in your path, and you do have to be careful of like collision damage as well. So just take note of that when you do collide with another player. It does do a lot of damage to yourself as well, so just keep note of that. Excuse me. Metabolism, we already know. this doesn't really matter for the build. For the hide, this one here I feel like is a really nice hide to have, because it really helps you on the opening point of taking a fight. Especially helps you if you're going to be the aggressor in the fight. It's called Tough Beak, takes 75% reduced damage on the first hit you take upon entering combat. So this I feel like is really huge if you're going to be the aggressor in the fight. It helps so much, so definitely run this. That reduced damage is huge. And last but not least, we use Running Start, which is a 50% increased maneuverability when on the ground. You just really want this because, again, this build is kind of more meant for fighting on the ground, and this here really helps just, you know, having that extra movement on the ground is just huge for being able to land your Peck Barrage and things like that. So these are kind of the abilities that I run. This is the best build setup that I have found, and I feel like it works really well. I've had a lot of fun with this build, and yeah, so it's been really fun to watch just kind of how they've added this dinosaur in, and just watch how well it performs, seeing a brand new dinosaur in Path of Titans. So if you guys will stick around in just a bit, you get to see some of this build in action. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
See if Chance can piss him off.
I'm only a frog pond.
That's not good for me. I tried to do the barrel roll, but because barrel roll is on my L1, R1, it made me do my R1. I just tried to clamp him. Why did that do that? That was weird. I think I must have hit R1.
Oh no, did you pick him up?
No.
Imagine. Chance be reported so fast for cheating.
He put his back into a friggin'. That's funny. I might be able to take him, but I gotta get my stand back. He put his back up against the wall. He's just sitting there. He's scared. That's funny. Imagine me just like take this guy. What do you think the odds of me taking him is?
Hi. He's terrified.
He might kill me. Guess I won't really ever know, right? Speedstorm downloaded. I spent money on trying to get Stitch for myself. I actually enjoy playing Stitch, you know what I mean? It's just that I guess I feel I kinda I think it's a Suko. He's all injured. I'm like laying back in my chair.
I know. Uninstalling games.
Oh yeah,
He
I am.
is
I was...
fighting.
Sorry. I could be dying, but it's okay. I got my albino skin. What's up, Spino? Hey, yo, I just killed him.
Good job.
Thanks. He was not full grown, he's sub-adult though, unfortunately. Unless it hasn't been the 30 minutes and I can't. I think I'm pretty sure he's sub-adult, but still. Nice fight though.